This movie was brought to you by Veek Veek's Movie Production and Bow Wow How Movies. Now for a dance.
Bye, Nancy. Drive safely.
Looks like I'll have to tell the parents. I'm sorry, Mrs. Cruzan, but although your daughter is lucky to be alive, she is in a persistent vegetative state. She may not even wake up. I'm sorry.
Joe, I have some bad news. It's about Nancy. Nancy would have hated this.
You speak of her as though she's already dead.
Well, in a way, she is dead. Remember when she came over for dinner 2 years ago? She specifically told us that she never would have wanted to live like this.
I remember her. I remember that too. She was a fiery girl. It's so sad that her life was taken away so soon. She would have been a great asset to this world.
Nancy died in that accident. I've said my goodbyes. Seeing that ghost of a girl lying in that bed, it just tears me apart. We need to set her free.
I agree. Let's go tell the doctor.
We've been talking it over, and we've decided that Nancy is dead, and we can't keep her body on this earth any longer.
Yes, we need to end her suffering. We decided to let go.
I'm sorry, but I don't have the authority to do that. You need a legal order first. I'm sorry. The case of Cruzan versus Missouri Department of Health will now be heard. Case is in session. You may be seated. If the plaintiff has any more witnesses to call up, now is the time to do so.
The prosecution calls Mr. Robert Turner to the stand.
Robert Turner, please come up to the stand. Mr. Turner, place your left hand on the Bible and right hand up. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated.
Mr. Robert Turner, what was your relationship to Miss Nancy Beth Cruzan?
Shortly before the accident, I was her husband.
Yeah, you divorced her. Why did you do that?
Objection, Your Honor, irrelevant.
Overruled. Please sit down. Mr. Turner, ask the question.
Well, Your Honor, I divorced her because seeing her in the state that she was in, it scared me. I mean, she was such a lover of life, and I know she would never want to be like this. I knew her parents were rich, and they could afford to pay medical bills, so I divorced her.
Do you think that she would have wanted to live in the state she is in now and has been for over 7 years?
No, Your Honor, I do not believe so.
Thank you. Your witness.
Nancy ever talked to you about being in this sort of state?
Actually, yes, ma'am. She did. Several times when we were having friends over, they were talking about, these poor people who were in these car accidents. And it basically what happened to Nancy, she, mentioned several times that she would never want to be like this.
Do you have a written statement elaborating on her wishes?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Do you have any solid proof at all that would mean that Nancy would have wanted not to live like this?
Only what my heart tells me and my heart.
No more questions.
Mr. Turner, you may be seated. Any additional witnesses for the defense?
No, sir.
Any for the plaintiff?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then begin final arguments.
Nancy Cruzan is laying in a hospital bed right now. We cannot know what she is thinking or feeling. We have no proof of her wishes. The argument that Nancy Cruzan would have wanted to die is unsubstantiated. The decision to cut off Nancy Cruzan's life support is a bad one and constitutes as murder under Missouri state law. I ask you, the jury, to overturn this motion.
Nancy Cruzan died the day of her accident. Her mind, soul, and entire person is gone forever. What is left of her is a shell of her body that only continues to live, if you call it living, because machines work day and night to keep her that way. Her parents, closest friends, and loved ones have all testified that Nancy would have wanted to be taken off of the life support. They don't stand to gain anything from this action, but peace of mind that Nancy will be free to enter suffering. My respective jurors, please rule that Nancy may be at peace.
Is that all?
Yes, Your Honor.
Jury, you may exit and deliberate. This court is now in recess. Thank you. The jury has decided the verdict. They have decided that Miss Cruzan's life support system should be taken off. That is the final decision. Court is dismissed.
Oyez, oyez, all persons who have business before they, the Honorable, the Supreme Court of the United States, are admonished to draw near and give their attention, for the court is now sitting. God save the United States and this honorable court.
Now, this case of Cruzan versus Missouri Department of Health is now in session. Would the lawyer representing the Cruzans please make his case?
Thank you, Your Honor. I am here today to tell you that Nancy Cruzan should have the right to die. As we speak, she is lying in a hospital bed, completely unaware and non-responsive.
Do you have proof of her unawareness?
Yes, several doctors have said that she is in a persistent vegetative state from which she would never awake.
I have information here that the district court ruling stated that she was with no cognitive brain function. This means that she may be able to feel pain and does not qualify for the PDS diagnosis.
She has no hope of recovery, Your Honor. If that isn't a persistent vegetative state, I don't know what is. Her parents, legal guardians, I might add, are fighting for their daughter's liberty, a liberty that is guaranteed in the 14th Amendment.
Doesn't the 14th Amendment state that the state shall not deprive a person of his or her life?
Without due process, Your Honor, which is exactly what we are carrying out. Nancy Cruzan has preferred liberty over life, and she deserves to be set free.
Do you have proof of Ms. Cruzan's wishes?
No, not at this time now.
Will the lawyer for the Missouri Department of Health please make his case?
Honorable Justices of the Supreme Court, my case is there is no proof. There is no proof that Nancy Cruzan would have wanted to die. No written testimony, no living will, nothing in her will after she was dead, only she's not really dead.
Have you proven that?
Well, there's no proof of anything. Therefore, we can assume that Nancy Cruzan, under Missouri law, is allowed to live because she would Killing her off would be euphemization, and under Missouri law, that is illegal.
What about the right to liberty?
Well, the right to liberty in this case does not apply because
Why doesn't it apply?
because if there is no life, there is no liberty.
Are you? Oh man, you are.